You do the intro. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Unpacked. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Under No Conditions podcast. I'm going to your host, TT. I got my man, my co-host, man, my counterpart, my dog, Iceman, Isaac in the house. Thank y'all for coming and joining with us tonight. We so glad to have you here. So, Iceman, what we talking about tonight?
Hey, y'all got to excuse my church lady. She had a 4 o'clock class. She had a ministry class, man, and this is the beginning of the month, and she had just a little too much to drink. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, man.
Don't do me
Which,
like that.
hey,
Don't do me
man,
like
look,
that. You
man,
know,
that's why we.
auntie, I be
Hey,
forgetting stuff, okay?
she be forget, man, because she be drinking that good stuff, man. I'm telling you right now. Oh, look, there she go. I'm telling you. See, well, that's what that alcohol
I
do.
can't hear you.
Hey, you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh man.
Let's get it together, man. Look, she back at it again, man. Auntie is doing what she do, man. She over there flim flamming and doing all the things she's supposed to do, man. But we're gonna get it right tonight. We most definitely we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. Oh, there she go. She back. She back with us,
I'm
man. There
back,
she go.
y'all. We
Auntie is
back.
back. Hey, man, we ain't even started the show, man. We having all kinds of technical difficulties.
I
But
know.
guess
It's
what,
all right.
man?
We're gonna keep
The
rolling.
devil is alive. We're gonna keep
He
it rolling.
is.
Hey, man, we don't act like we perfect, man, but we gonna make it do what it do. Cause
Yes,
that's what
we
we do at
are.
UNC Podcast. And guess what, man? Y'all ready?
Have you
Let's
Yep.
ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that intro do something to me, man.
Man, it
Yeah,
does. You see
man.
me just
Yeah, man. I
vibing.
see you, man. I see you, man. I'm telling you, two plats in the ball spot. That's what we do, man. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Hey, this your
Exactly.
boy Isaac, aka man, the Iceman. Hey, I got my wonderful co-host over there, man. Church lady. Yeah, man.
Woo!
Tiana White, man. We is back in house, man, for another edition of UNC Podcast Under No Conditions
Conditions.
Podcast. This what we doing.
Yes.
What's happening with you?
What's up, man? It's so good to be back, man. I feel like I've been gone for like 10 years. I missed you, missed y'all, missed our audience. I'm back, y'all.
Hey, man. Hey, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes we
Yeah.
just gotta take a breather, step back,
Yeah.
kind of get our thoughts in order, man, and get it
Yes,
back together.
sir.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, man, look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's a whole lot of unhappy people in the world. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
man. So today, man, we gonna get right at it. We ain't gonna cut no mustard. What extents would you go to be unhappy? And
Mm,
at the end of the day, good, bad, or indifferent, right? Regardless of the results, you still was unhappy. Ooh,
yeah. Yeah.
ooh, man. Let me
Yeah,
tell
man.
you
That's
something.
deep. You going deep today, right? That's deep.
Hey, look, check this out, man. It's a real thing that's going on
It
around here.
is.
People perceive that they're happy based
Mm-hmm.
on, materialism, based on validation from their social status and
Yeah.
everything and all those things. They may be important, but
Yeah.
is that the key,
Right. To
right?
true happiness. I don't believe so.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so what happens when we take the validation from the social status, we take the Facebook, we take the Instagram, we
Yeah.
curb the career, we remove the
Yeah.
career, and at some point in your life, you're gonna have to sit with yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. You know what? I'm gonna give a prime example. It's funny that, it's like every time we vibe and we bring these topics up, you and we can both relate to it to some extent. Recently, I think in the last 2 months, my kids was like, Mom, we're gonna go to school. You need to get on a little dating site. And I'm not really into dating sites because I just
Right.
think there's some trash. But they created me an account. I got on there, and the site that I'm on ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had no issues, but I tend to skip over the guys that take pictures of them in front of a car. Really really nice car, or with some money, or let's just say standing outside the Gucci store, stuff like that. When I was younger, maybe I'd be like, oh, okay, he got a little something, something. But now, tying in the topic, I feel like when people do that, they lead with the things that they have, because in their mind, they feel like I have this, so it'll attract more people because I have this. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of just topples over to the point of, what do we do to find happiness? Do we pull from social media? Do we pull from what society says? And it's sad, because everything that we do in society, if you on social media, everything is kind of driven, or social media to a certain extent affects the way we do things.
I
You know what
totally
I
agree
mean?
with you on that one.
Yeah. And finding happiness, man, I'm learning as I'm getting older. You gotta find it for yourself. I was talking to um I guess Mike Iceman jumped off, but I was talking to somebody the other day, and he was saying to me, if we were to get into a relationship, that it's his responsibility to make me happy. And I had to cut him off, because I understand in a relationship you should be happy with your partner, but it's not your partner's responsibility to make you happy and whole. You have to be a whole person and be happy within yourself. And sometimes we try to find those happiness in food and sex and alcohol, shopping, whatever the situation may be. And sometimes, those things work for us, and sometimes they don't. So can you relate to that, Iceman? Have you ever had a situation where you did something or purchased something, and in pursuit of being happy,
Man,
and it
yeah,
worked
man.
or it didn't work? Maybe it worked or it didn't work.
Yeah, when I went on your website, man, churchlady.boomboom.com, I saw your profile. I was like, oh, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Hey man, hey, through all, hey, we gotta have some fun here, man. That's what we do, man.
I
Hey,
can't
hey,
stand you,
I'm
man.
telling you, man,
Boom
churchladyboomboom.com, man.
boom.com.
Boomboom.com, man. You can check her out, man. I'm telling you, her profile is the bomb. It's
Why
the
you gotta
boom
tell
boom.
everybody my business?
Hey man, look, man, you've been on them dating sites, man. I'm just trying to hook you up. However, to
Hey
answer,
man, stay out auntie business, okay?
hey man, you know what? Hey man, we are each other's business. This is what we
Yes, we
do
are.
here,
Yes,
man.
we are.
You know what I mean?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I most definitely can relate to the topic
Mm-hmm.
because for um the latter part of my life, I thought those things even before. Let's talk about before social media.
Mm-hmm.
The social status for me,
Right.
the social status and the recognition. I thought that that's all I was going to have to need, and that was
Mm.
going to make me happy. However, as I began to mature and I began to get to learn a little more about who I was as a person, I found out that social status really didn't mean anything if I didn't
Yeah.
know enough about me to make me happy first.
Right.
Because through social status, there's drug use,
Mm-hmm.
there's wild parties, there's sex,
Yep.
um, there's a lot of bitterness,
Yeah.
um, there's a lot of miscommunication, and a lot of times through that process it's a lot of misunderstandings too,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
especially when you're dealing with your peers. And
Yeah.
as I begin to, and it took me a while to really mature, to
Mm-hmm.
really understand that um I spent most of my life re- relying, I'm gonna say relying
Mm-hmm.
on the things that weren't important to make me happy,
Right. Right.
as
At what
such.
age did you how old were you? Do you remember? Like,
I was in my mid 30s.
mm-hmm.
I was in my mid 30s, and it was a period where, I had done so much and been through so much, and I had an opportunity to kind of really sit down with
Right.
myself and understand who I was.
Uh-huh.
And I realized I wasn't happy with me.
Yeah.
And that was like a ton of bricks that had hit me in my chest, because no matter how many pairs of jeans, how much clothes I bought,
Right.
shoes I bought, how many parties I went to, how much money I had, or fake like I had, like you talked
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, fake
Mm-hmm.
like I had. I really didn't really start understanding, how happy that I wasn't until I began to learn a little bit about who I was as a person. And that's like a gut shot for me because
Yeah.
I thought I knew who I was, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know who I was. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It was one of those situations where, like, okay, you good. Nah, you wasn't
It
good.
wasn't good. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
in that process, and I know you can relate to this in the process, the people that you have allowed to validate you up until this point, they were no longer in my life.
Yeah. Straight up.
How about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's
So
like
true.
you looking around, and it's a few people that's in your life, and this is gonna be the killer, right? The people that's in your life that's really there for you, you're not even attractive to.
Yeah. Huh, man. Huh, man.
Like you trying to figure it out. Like, look,
They ain't even your type. You know, and that you just hit the nail on the head, man. You ain't even attracted to them, truth be told. Go ahead, man.
hey,
I'm sorry. That's the truth.
everything that I liked, I didn't even realize didn't
Mm-hmm.
even like me.
Mm.
I'm gonna say it again, right?
Say it again, brother. Preach.
Everything that I liked didn't even like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Straight up.
And I am not talking about just associates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about family too.
Yeah. That's the hard part, man. Ain't that the hard part? It's the hard part.
It's a reality that many of us have to
Hmm.
face when we're talking about pursuing happiness.
Right.
Because, like you said earlier, understanding that no person, place, or thing can really make you happy.
No.
And when you understand that you are only responsible for your own happiness,
Mm-hmm.
then that
Mm-hmm.
brings up this accountability. See, we talk about this on and off the air
Yes.
all the
The
time.
time. Yeah. All the time. And I just want to add into that too. In my life, I've been getting closer to God, and I've been reading my word more, and it really outlines, that God wants us to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Is that people sometimes think when you become a Christian, oh, my life gonna be boring, I can't do things. We ain't even gonna get into that. But He wants you to be happy. He does not want you walking around here being miserable. But you can't be happy and and love other people until you put God first and you love yourself. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Your happiness is based on things, statuses, and other things. You know what I mean? That can explode at any time. For example, let's just say, Iceman, you got a Bentley. You riding around, you got your Bentley, you got some people, whatever people that like you, whoop, 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 you're hanging out with your friends, your cousins, women, but then something happen and you gotta go to a maxima. You know what I'm saying? And there's
I've
nothing
been
wrong
there.
with a maxima, but what
I've been
happens
there.
then? Yeah, what happens then? You still
Oh,
like me? You know?
nah, they don't like me, man. They whispering.
Yeah. What happened to
Yo,
him? He
man,
fell off.
man, ice man getting high. Man,
Yeah, yeah,
ice man using.
yeah.
Man, what's
It's
happening,
something
man?
wrong.
Something going
Right.
on.
Yeah. Straight
And
up. Yeah.
and having an understanding about that is difficult a lot of times because when you get to a place where you can be happy,
Mm-hmm.
the end result only have to please you.
Yeah. That's it.
You know what
That's
I'm
it.
saying?
That's
It
it.
only it only has to please you
Yeah.
first, and hopefully you with an individual, whether it's a companion, whether it's a side, whatever you want to call
Right.
that situation,
Right.
right? That understands where you are at that time
Yeah.
and can fall in place.
Mm-hmm. In
It's
alignment with with your
in
happiness.
alignment, and that
Yeah,
goes back to the extremes that we'll through to be happy a lot of times, and a lot of times we trying to go through those extremes. I'm gonna keep saying it, and we're not even happy.
yeah, yeah.
We're not even happy not with us. A lot of times, like I said earlier, people don't even like us. We don't even like the people we around.
No, we don't. We don't. Straight up.
Think about all the people you done gave fake smiles to, fake love to.
Hung out with, party with, shopping with, talked to, and deep down inside, I knew they weren't in alignment with my happiness. You know what I'm saying? For real.
But
You know, and
but
that's just keeping it real, y'all. We keep it transparent over here.
hey, but you know what? Even in that process, T, you wasn't even happy.
Not at all. Not at all.
You
I
know,
was
because
miserable. You know what I'm saying?
when you happy, you around people that's happy for you.
Yes.
That's a difference.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
They happy for you, even if they don't have what you got.
Right. And that's hard to find people like that, man. We all good if we here. But when you start going up here, then it's you bougie. You don't hang with us. You don't party with us no more. No, I'm maturing. And it's okay. Like Iceman, that's the thing. I think you gotta respect people for where they are, but you don't have to accept their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta accept that you, and I this is not talking about nobody. I gotta accept that you might be here and I might be here. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got to be involved with it if I don't want to. If it's not
Exactly.
helping to add to my life or me being happy. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you on that. However, at the end of the day, for me, you know, I don't care where you are.
Hmm.
If you happy with you,
Right.
we could do something.
Hmm.
You could be working at McDonald's.
Right.
You could be a chef. You could be a millionaire. Man, you
Hmm.
know how many people I know got money
Hmm.
that's not happy?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy, man? You hear about people, like celebrities, artists, politicians, whatever the situation may be, and you think, dang, they had all that money, all that lifestyle, and they took their own life. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, people that you wouldn't even look at and thought they had money. I know a
Hmm.
lot of those, and they
Hmm.
miserable
Yeah. Yeah.
because many times, like when I'm having conversations with them, they always go back to, man, like I think about all the extents that I had to go through to get to be at this place and think that
Hmm.
it was gonna make me happy.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
It
yeah,
didn't.
I got a few things that I thought I liked or thought I enjoyed, but I'm
Hmm.
still not happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the sadness that comes along with that is many of them, they abuse alcohol and drugs
Yeah. Oh, sex.
and sex,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sex becomes the epitome of not allowing yourself to deal with your own pain,
Mm. Wow.
right?
Wow. Yeah.
Because you know sometimes we get to a place where sex is good for the moment, or we think that's going to make it feel better or make it
Hmm.
better. It makes it worse.
It does. It does.
and and at the end of the day, a lot of times we don't even understand why, because once again we're not happy, and
Yeah.
we've gone to the extent to obtain those things that we thought that was going to make us happy, and it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I can definitely relate to that. I had been want there was some, and I know this is something small, but there was some shoes I had been wanting since I was in high school, and it wasn't that my mom couldn't afford them. I just didn't get the grades to get them. So I always told myself when I got older, I was gonna get them, and I had an opportunity, you know what I mean, to find them, and they were super expensive, and I got them. And when I got them, I thought that that was gonna make me happy. I won them 2 times and gave them to Goodwill. You know what I mean? Because at that time, I was going through some things and I wanted to feel happy. And I thought that buying clothes, shopping, going out to eat, stuff like that, having fun outside the house per se was gonna make me happy. But then I would still get home after I had put the clothes on, after I went shopping, after we went out to eat, after I partied
Yeah,
a little bit, and I had to come back here and deal with Tiana, and Tiana was by herself. You know what I'm saying? So all of
man,
those
that's mean right
distractions
there.
weren't there, and I wasn't happy.
Hey
You know what I'm
man, look,
saying?
Hey, y'all, Tiana used to be outside, man.
I
She used to
used to
be
be. Auntie used to be
outside.
outside, baby. Now,
I'm
not these
telling you,
legs.
man. Hey, man,
Mm-mm.
now she can't even get out of bed. How about that?
See, Ice Man, we get on here, you be telling my business.
Hey, man,
You
look
know what
here,
I'm
man.
saying?
This
You
is
know
just,
I'm trying to,
hey,
date. You know what I'm saying?
hey,
You
man.
just be
I'm gonna
telling
tell
my
you. I'm gonna tell
business.
y'all something, man. Y'all can email us, man. UNC podcast at
You
gmail.com, man. Look, I ain't gonna tell on you, man. I'm just gonna tell on you. That's just what it is, man. You want to know anything about Auntie, man? You come and ask me. But if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you for real. I'm gonna tell you that ain't none of your business.
see how
So
you
don't,
okay,
you know what
okay,
I'm
fair
saying?
enough. Okay.
See, we
Okay.
don't do that over here, man. You can't call me and ask me about Auntie, cause
Right.
I'm gonna call Auntie and put her on the FaceTime the 3-way, and we gonna
And we
figure
can
it
talk that way.
out. Yeah,
Exactly.
we gonna
We can
work it
talk
out,
that
man.
way.
Cause this is what we do over here, man. We have a lot of fun in what we do. However,
Yeah.
man, we try to get to some of the issues that hopefully, you all, guys that watch us and see us and enjoy some of our content can
Mhm.
relate to, because I'm quite sure, it's millions of Americans that's out there that's unhappy,
Yeah.
and they go
Yeah.
through the extremes, to do things that they
Hmm.
think is going to make them happy. And
And they
guess
don't.
what? At the end of the day, when it's all over, when they kick their shoes off and jump in the shower and get in the bed, man,
Yeah.
that pillow on the other side is still lonely,
It's
man.
still only.
And
And you
yeah,
gotta
and
deal with you.
yeah, you
You
got to
gotta
look
deal
at
with
yourself
you.
in the mirror.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I hear a lot, and I respect those that be like, I'm good. I respect it. I understand where that come from. But at
Mm-hmm.
some point, you gotta. For me, I'm gonna keep it on the eye. Hey, man, look, I'm good with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I know because I know who I am today. But
Right.
I'm better with a partner.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a
Yeah. I feel
monster when
like
I
that
got
too.
man. I'm a
Yeah.
monster when I got somebody, man. And
Yeah.
we on the equal playing field, and
Oh,
we can.
ain't that great though, man?
Ooh,
That's a good
man, let me
feeling.
tell you something, man. I'm a beast, man. I'm all in. So I had to learn how to understand that. And
Hmm.
being good in both places took a lot of work, T.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took a lot of work. Um, I had to experience a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
I had to deal with some things. I had to do some healing that I didn't think I needed to heal from.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and I had to go through those tough times. However,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, for me today, I'm not going to the extremes to be happy anymore, because happiness is simple.
Right. Right.
We as people, we just make those things complicated sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I understand
You
that.
know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We make happiness complicated because a lot of times we look out of a different lens
Mm-hmm.
than everybody else, and we looking out the lens that we're looking out of. We always looking at what somebody got that we don't
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
instead of looking at, like, you know what, yeah, I might not got that, but what I got, I'm
I'm
good.
thankful for.
I'm thankful
Yeah.
for it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
good.
What
You know
what
what
do
I'm
what do my grandmother always say? You're living the life that you prayed for right in this moment.
That's
You know what
it.
I'm saying?
And really, happiness is now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Happy ha,
It's not I'm gonna be happy when. You know what I mean? You gotta
nah,
create happiness right now. You
nah,
know what I mean? And let
happiness.
the future add to it. But you can't
Yeah.
say I'm gonna be happy when I get,
Yeah, I'm gonna be
so
happy when I get
every
this house. I get this house and then bills start coming. I'm still
yeah.
miserable.
Yeah.
Now I don't want the
Now you
house.
don't want the house. Now you're not happy. Right. But you said that's what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So
Man,
I
let me
think we
tell
all do that. Yeah.
you, man, look, man, I want this house. Now I got it, man. I don't want this house,
Right.
man. It's too much
Right.
responsibility. Look,
Too much.
it goes back to the work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
got what you gotta work, man. You gotta work on
Yeah.
yourself, your inner and your outer, man.
Yeah. You got to.
And be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's
man, look
true.
here, man. Hey, man, man, we do what we do here, man. I'm telling
Yes,
you,
we
man.
do.
I'm happy right now, man.
Right.
Man,
Hey, man, hold on. I love you.
man, you better go sit your ass down some goddamn way. Hey, man,
If you just tuning into the show, you never seen us before, don't tell Iceman you love him. He don't like that. But I'm gonna
man,
tell him. I tell him all the time.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
What's the little hot thing the kids do?
Hey, man, y'all see this, man? Man,
What
y'all
is it? Is it like this?
yo,
Is this the hard?
yo,
How they do that thing? Oh,
yo, 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 hey, 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 I'm gonna tell y'all. And she went to church today.
my bad. What I was doing, I don't know. But
Oh, man, she was giving y'all that gang sign, man. Y'all better, I'm telling you, man, boy, you better buckle your bootstraps when you're dealing with church lady, man.
oh
Cause
my God, I'm sorry, y'all.
she
I'm
coming with some
sorry.
stain, man. That's what we do, man. Yo, let me
Oh
tell you
my
something, man.
God.
Oh my gracious, boy, you you was too much. Hey, if you guys, man, once again, man, this your boy Isaac, man. That's Tiana Church Lady. This is the Under No Conditions
This is
podcast.
podcast.
If ain't nobody told y'all they love y'all today,
We
man,
not.
we love you, man. Yo, hit
We
us up, man. UNC Podcast at
at Gmail.
gmail.com. We out. We
We
love you
out.
guys.
Bye.
Bye. Peace. Oh my God. You too much.